Here with reaction, author of the New York Times bestseller, Trump and the American Future, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. Okay, the guy flips and flops and flails on every position. He said, if he was fighting for the nomination, he said it numerous times. Kamala said it numerous times. But now I guess he's come to realize, oh, I may lose Pennsylvania and Ohio because of that. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, how do you take seriously a guy who just this week explained that he was running for the U.S. Senate, who couldn't quite remember Mitt Romney's name, but referred, that Mormon guy. Who knows what deep in his heart, who knows what Joe Biden believes? Or who knows if Joe Biden remembers what Joe Biden believes? The most amazing thing to me is that the American people are seriously considering putting in as commander-in-chief somebody who clearly is less and less in touch with reality. So a few weeks ago, when he was running to get the liberal nomination, of course he was going to ban fracking. Now that he has the nomination and he's trying to run for centrist voters, well, he never meant to ban fracking. And just because he said he would ban fracking doesn't mean that you should think he was going to ban fracking. And of course, the problem is we live in the age of videotape where we have both he and Harris taking very, very radical positions that are on tape. It's a little hard for them to walk away from. So my guess is in Pennsylvania, in the end, people are going to see that, this is exactly what gives politics a bad name, is they just say this guy's just lying.
He was asked again if voters deserve to know if he'd pack the U.S. Supreme Court. He says, no, they don't deserve to know. Now, Schumer said he's going to end the filibuster. We know they want D.C. statehood, Puerto Rico statehood, and they want amnesty. Now, to me, this seems like what the Democrats are trying to do is what statists have done historically, and that would be they want one-party rule, and they want no accountability and no chance that an opposition party could ever basically exist if they accomplish that. How dangerous is that in your mind?
Oh, I think this is the most dangerous election since 1864, when Lincoln's opponent would have allowed the South to secede and destroyed the Union. I think that if they get control, they will try to do everything they can to turn the entire country into California, to make it a one-party system, a system of massive corruption, a system of extraordinarily radical ideas. I mean, if you look at what's happening in San Francisco, where, of course, the vice presidential nominee Harris is from, and where Pelosi's from, or you look what's happening, whether it's the wildfires, running out of electricity because they won't invest in the system, brand new efforts to control your life, between the increasingly Cuomo dictatorial position in New York, which I'm told, for example, led them to weld shut the gates of a Jewish cemetery. I mean, the kind of behavior you don't associate with America at all. You have Cuomo in New York, and you have what's happening in California. That's the future if they win control of the country.
How do you see this election? It seems the polls seem similar. Hillary Clinton winning by 14 points, 15 points, 12 points. Same thing this time. Why should people not be deflated by these polls, even though they were so wrong last time?
Well, that's the thing that's amazing. It's like watching Lucy with the football in the Charlie Brown series. The very same pollsters who were off massively. I just read a great article this morning that said, if you had believed the polls in 2018, we'd have a Democratic governor of Ohio. We'd have a Democratic governor of Iowa. And he went down this list and he said, the fact is the polls in 18 in the Midwest were as bad as the polls in 16. And so I think my guess is Trump wins.
What do you give the odds at?
No, 70-30 that he wins.
I don't like the 30 other percent. If people don't, it's up to the people. People got to vote. All right, Mr. Speaker, good to see you.